Okay, measurements in Blender. There's a couple of strategies that you can use to sort of get the exact measurements. First I want to talk about units. If you go here to scene, you go under units, and you can set length to whatever you want, meters, centimeters, millimeters. I'm going to use centimeters for now. Okay, that's the first thing. You can adjust units. Second thing, if you go into edit mode for a certain object there, switch on edge length. Now if you select an edge, you can see that it's a bit hard to see, 200 centimeters. And if you scale, for example, just this edge, you can see it's going down. You can put it at 1 meter. Another way to get a specific measurement is to use the information right here. What you have to know about this is that this is calculated from the origin of the object. So it's a bit like you have to do a bit of math. So this cube is 200 centimeters, right, in every direction. But it's in the middle, the origin is in the middle, which means that from here to here is 1 meter, from here to here is also 1 meter. And for example, you can see this now, so if I select this vertex, you can see its position in the three-dimensional space is 1 meter x, so 1 meter in this direction, 1 meter in that direction, 1 meter in this direction. So x, y, and z are all 1 meter. If you know this, and you want this edge to be 1 meter, for example, you could set x to 50 centimeters. To 0. And then you have exactly 1 meter. What you can also do is set the origin point of the object to the 3D cursor. Then move the cursor back to the world origin and then move the selection. And now you'll see that this point is exactly 1 meter, and you can adjust the measurements like this. Using this area also is useful when we're working with loop cuts, for example. So we can set the loop cut. We can move it like this, or we can move it like this. So now we put it at -1. You have to do a little bit of math, like I said. But let's say let's say this is going to be a wall, and we want the wall to be 10 centimeters. Then we put the loop cut at -90, which results in this edge being 10 centimeters. As I mentioned before, the measurements here are calculated from the origin of the object. If you switch it to global, you can see that, for example, this vertex here is 300 centimeters on the x-axis from the world origin. So that's global, local. This vertex is located relative to the object origin. Another way is to use the grid. The grid is basically these dark gray lines that you see. And so we see the cube is selected. It's 200 centimeters, which means that this is 1 meter, this is 1 meter, this is 1 meter. And as you can see, it's divided into blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means that every block is 10 centimeters. If we now snap to the grid, you can see that you can easily snap within increments of 10 centimeters in this case. Or if you zoom even closer, 1 centimeter, or zoom even closer and move it millimeters. Final thing I want to mention is using external objects as a measuring tool. So here we have the cube, and let's make another cube. Let's scale that down. So let's say to 80 centimeters, for example. And now we can use this as a ruler. So we know this is 80 centimeters. We can put it here. We snap to vertex. Select. And we snap it to this vertex. Snap it to this vertex. And now this is 80 centimeters because we used this as a ruler. Okay, I hope that helped.